Oh my gosh, I am making Steve's version of shepherd's pie with lamb. You can use beef, but in this instance, it's leftover lamb from New Year's Day. And why waste it? By the way, never say it's leftover. Say it's shepherd's pie. That's Steve. There you go. This is a wonderful dish, super easy to make, and you know what? It clings to you, it gives you a lot of flavor, and it's lovely. You can use sirloin. Anyways, watch this video. Oh my gosh, you'll enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, so New Year's Day, I made a leg of lamb. Ton of leftovers. Look at all this lamb. Got a little bit of beans here that were left over as well. What to do with all this? And by the way, what I'm going to show you, you can do it with sirloin beef, any kind of roast beef. You could do it with chicken. You could do it with lamb. You got to experiment with different things, but this is my version of making leftovers something delicious that is inspired by the British shepherd pies, but it's Steve's version. So my English friends, I apologize ahead of time, but this is something I do that's delicious and easy. So I cut my lamb into bite-sized pieces. I have one onion that I chopped. I have one carrot that I sliced and loosely chopped. I have 2 garlic cloves that I peeled and diced. I have some beef stock here. I have some leftover beans. If you don't have leftover beans, you can refresh some beans or, get it out of a can if you have to. But anyways, you're going to need a little brandy, a little salt, a little black pepper, and that's it. And we're just going to, sorry, I almost forgot something. So in this pot, I peeled 3 potatoes and cubed them, and I'm going to make mashed potatoes out of that. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see everything I am doing. So we'll be back. All right, we're back. So I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter and drop it in my pan. And I'm just going to melt that butter. This is so simple, so easy, and really delicious. I promise you, try this because it is so beautiful. My pan's a little hot there. I don't want to burn my butter, so I took it off. Try to preheat it for this. Probably not the best idea, but that's okay. All right. We're going to cool it off with a little onions. Look at my beautiful onions. I'm going to drop that garlic in there. Okay. We're going to get something to stir that. Beautiful. And what I'm doing right now is just coating everything in that butter for deliciousness. Yes, I said deliciousness. Alright, we're going to do that for about 3-4 minutes. I'm going to raise the heat back up now. And I'm doing like about a medium-low, just shy of a medium. And we're going to heat that up. And I got to wait. So I am going to turn on my potatoes. What's happening here? There we go. Alright, let's get that corner stove working here. And I'm putting that on a medium heat. And I'm going to bring that to a boil. And I got my carrots, I got Oh my gosh, I got everything standing by. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to season my beautiful onions. Usually I do this in my hand. I don't know why I decided to do it that way, but you know, Steve's being a little quick nut today. Exhausted from the holidays, probably. I had my beautiful niece here, and brought her boyfriend, and some other friends, and we had a fabulous time. We ate like, oh my gosh, we ate so good. All right, so I am going to permanently pause this, and I'm going to bring this so it's translucent, and it won't take long, 3-4 minutes, but I'm sure you don't want to hear me for 3 or 4 minutes talking about anything about cooking, so we'll be right back. All right, so we're back, and look at these beautiful onions. Sorry for that squeaky. And so, you know, I bang a lot, and I apologize. I'm trying not to bang as much because I know it's annoying on the video. All right, so I'm going to drop some brandy in here, about a 1/4 cup. And I'm just going to let most of that evaporate. I'm going to drop my carrots and put those in there and stir that in. Now it evaporates pretty quickly, so I don't want it all to evaporate. So now I'm going to add my beef stock, which is about, I don't know, like a cup. Oh my gosh. All right. And I'm going to stir that in. So a little residue at the bottom there. I really want my beef stock residue. So just put a little water and drop that in there. Okay. Now I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. And I got my lamb here, and I am going to add that in there. See how easy this is? That's just going to add just so much flavor. All right. Now my beans, I am not going to add them right away. I'm going to wait that this comes to a simmer. And then you can adjust this, by the way. You can add a little more water or stock, but we're going to just drop this in there. There we go. And I just really want it to be covered in liquid. So if you need to add a little bit of water, that's okay. But if you notice, it's covered in liquid. Perfect. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more butter, another tablespoon. Drop it in there. I'm going to put my beans aside here. And then I'm going to bring it to a simmer. Let it reduce a little bit. But alright, so we'll wait that comes to a simmer, and we'll be back. Super easy, delicious. You're going to love this. Try this. Anyways, we'll be back. We're back. So, it came to a simmer, and now I am just going to drop my beans. Stir it in, and we're going to let this simmer. Go for about 20 minutes.
your beans at this point. And if your beans are not cooked, go ahead and cook them and prepare them. And then add them. And keep in mind that they're going to be in here for another 10, 20 minutes. So you don't have to cook them all the way. You can put them in there. Okay? All right, we will be back in 20 minutes. All right, let's check these potatoes. Welcome back. All right. Oh yeah, that looks okay to me. So I'm just gonna do a quick draining of this. I'm gonna turn off my burner here. And I'm just gonna bring it to the sink and do a quick draining. All right. I'm gonna drop some butter in there. So I have 3 potatoes I've cubed. So I'd say about a good 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw that in there. I'm gonna put a little black pepper. Good dash. 2. I'm gonna add some salt. 2 dashes there. And then I'm going to put a little heavy cream. And I'm going to use heavy cream. Just a dash. I'd say a 1/4 cup. I would suggest you go a little bit and then see what that looks like. All right, let's see here. And then I'm gonna just mash it. Of course, I could get my potato masher and do it quicker, but I kind of want to melt my butter in here, and I am not going to go crazy with my mashing, and you'll see later why. It's because I don't want it to sink into my stew. So you want it to kind of like be a little bit heavy, if that makes sense. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. You see that? Okay. So we got still another 10 minutes to wait on that, on the stew. Let's take a look at it. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, I probably need to give that a stir. Yeah, I stole my 1 stir. It's okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to leave it uncovered because I want it to evaporate. I want some of that liquid to evaporate. So leave it on low and just, yeah, you can leave it like this. And then when your spouse gets home, your family gets home, you can just ladle that, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we'll be back. So let's see what we got here. And it smells amazing. So very simple. What we're gonna do, just drop that in there. And you wanna get some liquid and not make a mess all over your plate like I just did. It's okay, we'll wipe it. And we're just gonna put a little more meat and then get some liquid. There we go, liquid. All right, now you take your mashed potatoes and you're just going to take little lumps and drop it. Like that. Flatten it out. There we go. Little lumps. There we go. So yeah, this is my version of a shepherd's pie. By the way, never say that it's leftovers, because you see that to people right away, they will have a negative thought. So let's put a little parsley on that. just to make it beautiful. Give it an extra little flavor. Look at that. And you know what? Too much parsley? It's okay. Anyways, bon soirée, bon appetit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, my subscribers. Anyways, Happy New Year.